Hello friends, I Sujata Suthar. Today we learn C programming language and we have to cover following topics: introduction of C language, history of C, features of C, algorithm and its example, flowchart and its example. Now, what is C language? The C language is developed for creating system applications that direct interacts to the hardware devices such as drivers, kernels, etc. Now, C as a mother language. C language is considered as the mother language of all the modern languages because most of the compilers, JVMs means Java Virtual Machines, kernels, etc. are written in C language and most of languages follow the syntax of C. For example, C++, Java, etc. It provides the core concepts like array, functions, file handling, etc. that is being used in many languages like C++, Java, C Sharp, etc. Then C as a system programming language. A system programming language is used to create system softwares. It can be used to do low level programming, for example, driver and kernel. It is generally used to create hardware devices, OS, drivers, kernels, etc. For example, Linux kernel is written in C language. It cannot be used in internet programming like Java, .NET, PHP, etc. Then C as a procedural language. A procedure is known as function, method, routine, subroutine, etc. A procedural language specifies a series of steps or procedures for the program to solve the problem. A procedural language breaks the program into functions, data structures, etc. In C, variables and function prototypes must be declared before being used. Then C as a structure programming language. A structure programming language is a subset of procedural language. Structure means to break a program into parts or blocks so that it may be easy to understand. In C language, we break the program into parts using functions. It makes the program easier to understand and modify. C as a middle level programming language. C is considered as a middle level programming language because it supports the features of both low level and high level language. C language program is converted into assembly code, supports pointer, arithmetic, but it is machine independent. That is the feature of high level. In low level language is specific to one machine. For example, machine dependent. It is machine dependent, fast to run, but it is not easy to understand. And in high level language, it is not specific to one machine. For example, machine independent. It is easy to understand. Now we discuss the history of C language. Dennis Ritchie is a founder of C language. C programming language was developed in 1972 by Dennis Ritchie at Bell Laboratory of AT&T American Telephone and Telegraph located in USA. It was developed to overcome the problems of previous languages such as B, BCPL, etc. Initially, C language was developed to be used in Unix operating system. It inherits many features of previous languages such as B and BCPL. Let's see the programming language that were developed before C language. It is the chart that shows language, developers of the language and year. Let me explain the features of C language. Why C is called simple language? C is a simple language in the sense that it provides structure approach and it is also provide rich set of library functions, data types, etc. Then machine independent and portable. Unlike assembly language, C program can be executed in many machines with the little bit or no change, but it is not platform independent. Next is middle level programming language. C is also used to do low level programming. It is used to develop system applications such as kernel, driver, etc. It also supports the features of high level language. That is why it is known as middle level language. Then structure programming language. C is a structure programming language in the sense that we can break the program into parts using functions, so it is easy to understand and modify. Then C provides the rich library because C provides a lot of built-in functions that make the development fast. Then memory management. It supports the features of dynamic memory allocation. Then in C language, we can free the allocated memory at any time by calling the free function. Then the compilation and execution time of C language is very fast. Then another feature is pointer. C provides the features of pointers. We can directly interact with the memory by using the pointers. We can use pointers for memory, structures, functions, array, etc. In C, we can call the function within the function. It provides code reusability for every function. It is called recursion. Then C language is extensible because it can easily adopt new features. Now, how to install C? There are many compilers available for C and C++. You need to download any one. Here we are going to use Turbo C++. It will work for both C and C++. To install the Turbo C software, you need to follow following steps. Download Turbo C++. Next, creating Turbo C directory inside C drive and extract the tc7.zip inside C:turbo C. Then next, double click on install.exe file. Then after, click on the tc application file located inside C drive tc bin to write the C program. Now, what is algorithm? Algorithm is a step-by-step process to solve any problem, which define a set of instructions to be executed in a certain order to get the desired output. If algorithm written in English like sentence, then it is called pseudo code. A textual representation of your problem, it is also known as algorithm. Another definition is a set of mathematical instructions or rules that, especially if given to a computer, will help to calculate an answer to a problem. When we note down steps to be performed in the program, it is also known as algorithm. Now, we explain the basic steps for creating algorithm. Step number 1, start. Step number 2, input. Step number 3, process. Step number 4, output. Step number 5, stop. I will give you an example. I will use algorithm which everyone does every single day. Here we go. Wake up, then brush your teeth, then take a shower, then dress up, then get into the car or take your bike, then drive to the work, ride to the college. The above step-by-step process of going to the college or work is the algorithm. Basically, pseudocode is given brief, human readable details about the step of the algorithm, as you can see in the above example. The main source code contains full detail of the algorithm That is why source code is always longer than the pseudocode. Let me explain pseudocode. First, get up from the bed, switch off the alarm, get out of your room. Next step, take the toothbrush, take the toothpaste, start brushing your teeth. Next, go to the bathroom, take off your clothes, choose hot or cold shower, then go to the dressing room, get your dress for that day, is dress up. Then after, go to the parking lot, take your car or bike out, get into it, then start the car or bike, check out your way, means drive to the work or college. Now, what is flowchart? A flowchart is simply a graphical representation of step of an algorithm. When we draw the step in a graphical symbol is called flowchart. It shows steps in sequential order and widely used in presenting the flow of algorithms, workflow or processes. Let me explain the symbol of flowchart. First is rectangle, rectangular or action, a process or action such as calculation, input, output, assignment, etc. Next one is the oval. Oval represent a complete algorithm, begin, start or end or stop. The next symbol is diamond or decision making symbol, which indicates that a decision to be made such as choice between yes or no or true or false. Then flow line. There are 4 types of flow line: up, down, left and right. That is indicates the order in which the action are to be performed. The next symbol is the connector. Small circle or connector symbol. When we describing a portion of a complete algorithm continued from or will continue on, then using this connector symbol. Then after input or output symbol, it is also known as parallelogram. The data or input or output, then we have to use this symbol. Let me explain one example of flowchart and algorithm. Then step number, let me explain the flowchart to add 2 numbers. Step number 1, start. Then next input number 1 and number 2. This is the input variable number 1 and number 2. Then after process, sum is equal to number 1 plus number 2. Then after print sum, then stop. Here we go the flowchart. Start, input number 1 and number 2. Then we can use the parallelogram symbol. Then after use rectangle symbol, and that is called the process. Sum is equal to number 1 plus number 2. Then after number 1 and number 2 result display in sum variable. So we can print the sum as a output. Then end. Now next flowchart and algorithm of check odd or even number. Step number 1, start, input is number, then if number modulus by 2 is equal to 0, then print even number, else then print odd number, then stop. Here we go for the flowchart of odd or even number. First start, input number, if number modulus by 2 condition is true, then execute display even number. If condition is false, then execute odd number, then end. Now another example is algorithm and flowchart to find the smallest of 2 number. Step number 1, start. Step number 2, input 2 number, say number 1, number 2. Step number 3, if number 1 less than number 2, then print smallest is number 1, otherwise print smallest is number 2. Then end, if, then stop. Here we go for the flowchart. Start, input value of number 1, input value of number 2. If, then after check the condition. If input number 1 is less than input number 2, then print smallest number is number 2. Then print smallest number is number 1. If it is false, then print smallest number is number 2. Then going to stop. Another algorithm is finding area of rectangle. Then which are the input part? A and B. So let me start. Start read side length A, then read side length B, then process is area is equal to A multiplied by B, then print or display area, then after stop. Then here we go the flow chart. Start read A, read B, area is equal to A into B, write area, then stop. Now calculating the average of 3 number. Start read 3 number A, B, C, calculate the average by the equation. Average is equal to A plus B plus C, divide by 3, that is the process. Then print the average, then stop. Then here we go the flow chart. Start read input number A, B, C, then read P, then average A plus B plus C, divide by 3, write average, then stop. Thank you.